Today we're starting in Langa, where police have made several arrests following a mass shooting that left multiple people dead. Then we're heading to Parliament, where the massive rebuilding project following the 2022 fire has now reached a major milestone. After the break, we get into social buzz, where we're looking at a Cape Town widow who allegedly lost more than 14 million rand in a dating scam. And then we're checking out some pretty spectacular winter weather. Because yes, there is snow in South Africa. And later we're heading up to the Northern Cape for Kaap Praat, where we'll be chatting to two local hospitality businesses in Kaap and Springbok. So, let's get into it. Good morning, welcome back to the group chat. I'm your host, Anna-Marie. But let's get right into it. Police have made several arrests following a mass shooting in Langa. The arrests came during a police operation aimed at tracking down those allegedly responsible for the shooting. According to police, the operation involved several law enforcement units, with officers following up on information gathered during the investigation. The shooting has once again put the spotlight on violent and organized crime in South Africa. Police have also appealed to anyone with information that could assist the investigation to come forward. For residents, incidents like these don't just make headlines, they affect people who live and work in these communities every single day. And while arrests are an important step, the bigger question remains whether those responsible can ultimately be successfully prosecuted and kept off the streets. The investigation is ongoing and police are expected to provide further updates as the case develops. Let's head to an ad break.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises, from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative sport tourism.
Now, from a developing crime story to a major Cape Town construction project. The rebuilding of South Africa's parliament is now 76% complete. The massive reconstruction project that follows the devastating fire that tore through parts of the parliamentary precinct in January 2022. And the price tag? A staggering 4.68 billion rand. The rebuild has faced a number of challenges along the way, including unexpected hard rock, underground water and waterproofing problems. And because Parliament is a heritage site, restoration work has also had to comply with all of the strict preservation requirements. That has made the project considerably more complicated and expensive than a straightforward rebuild. The current target is for the reconstruction to be completed around June 2027, and there's a pretty significant deadline attached to that. Parliament is hoping that the rebuild of chambers will be ready to host major events, including the State of the Nation address in 2027. So, after the fire in 2022, we're now looking at a parliamentary precinct that is more than 3/4 of the way through its reconstruction. The project has also involved restoring historic parts of the parliamentary precinct while incorporating new infrastructure and systems. So, the next time you're driving past Parliament in Cape Town, keep an eye on the construction, because if everything stays on schedule, we could see Parliament properly back in action in 2027. Let's head to Social Buzz.
From the heart of the continent to its farthest horizons, Africa awakens with stories that shape our world. This is Africa Good Morning, your window into the pulse of a dynamic continent. I'm Ashwin Berry, here to deliver the latest news, sharp insights, and the vibrant spirit of Africa. Every weekday, we dive into the headlines, uncover untold stories, and spotlight the people driving change. Plus, stay ahead with daily weather forecasts and economic updates to navigate your week with confidence. With direct coverage from our correspondents on the ground, we bring you in-depth access to Africa's beating heart. Mondays, Mike Situla reports from Zambia.
Africa, good morning.
Tuesdays, Talent Gore covers Zimbabwe.
Africa.
Wednesdays, Rorisang Mohojwe brings Botswana's news. Dumela, Rorisang.
Thank you very much, Ashwin, for having me right here on Africa Good Morning. It is always a pleasure to be here with you all.
Thursdays, Ari Hogarth tackles South Africa.
Yes, a very good morning, Ashwin and Aina. Yes, a good atmosphere.
And Fridays, we focus on Namibia's bold narratives. From thriving cities to rugged plains, our team is there, capturing the rhythm of a continent on the rise. Africa Good Morning is your essential start. News, weather, economics, and more. Missed the madness? Catch every sharp jab, unfiltered truth, and political punchline from Second Take, the show that says what others won't. From presidential bloopers to policy absurdities, we satirize the powerful and poke the pompous. If you didn't catch the fire live, don't sweat it. Every single story is waiting for you on Echo. Find us at 102.com and Echo, in your time, on your terms.
Okay, so this next story is a serious reminder that romance scams can happen to anyone. A Cape Town widow has allegedly been conned out of around 14 million rand after meeting someone through a Christian dating website. According to reports, the woman was targeted online and allegedly developed a relationship with the person behind the profile. Over time, she was allegedly convinced to hand over significant amounts of money. And this is where romance scams can become particularly dangerous. They're often not about someone immediately asking for money. Instead, scammers can spend weeks or even months building a relationship and gaining someone's trust before introducing a financial emergency or request for assistance. In this case, the alleged losses reportedly reached around 14 million rand. And it's important to remember that being targeted by a scam doesn't mean someone is naive. These scams are designed specifically to manipulate trust and emotions. There are some warning signs to look out for though. If you've met someone online and they start asking for money, investment opportunities, emergency loans, or help with travel or medical expenses, that is a massive red flag. And if you've never met someone in person but they're asking you to transfer money, it's worth taking a step back. Never send money simply because someone you've met online says they're in an emergency. Verify their identity independently, speak to someone you trust, and report suspicious behavior to the relevant authorities or platforms. Because when it comes to online dating, you might think you're falling for a love story while someone else is planning a payday. And unfortunately, the consequences can be devastating. But let's head over to the more positive end of social buzz. And yes, this is a much more exciting note. It's snowing in South Africa. South Africa has been getting a serious dose of winter. Snow has been falling across parts of the country, with the latest reports showing wintry conditions affecting several high-lying areas. We're talking parts of the Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and the Western Cape, among other areas. And yes, that includes snow in our part of the country too. High-lying areas of the Western Cape have seen snowfall, with mountain passes and higher elevations particularly being affected. The Snow Report has been keeping a close eye on conditions and sharing updates from across the country. And if your social media feed looks anything like mine right now, it's basically just, hey guys, it's snowing. People have been sharing videos and photos of snow-covered landscapes, roads, mountains, and honestly, South Africans absolutely love seeing snow. But as beautiful as it looks, the conditions can create some serious problems. Heavy snow and icy roads can make driving dangerous, particularly over mountain passes. So if you're planning a trip to a snowy area, check the latest road and weather conditions before heading out. And if you're lucky enough to wake up to snow, please take the obligatory 400 pictures before it melts. Because let's be honest, South Africans see a little bit of snow and suddenly everyone becomes a professional photographer. But before we head over to Kaap Praat, take a look at what some of our residents in South Africa have been doing on their snowy days.
Now, camping on the county line, and around the middle line, waiting for the sun to rise. A couple of hometown heroes fighting over politics, sitting and remembering.
So die van julle wat gewonder het of dit sneeu op die sneeuwerf was. Ja, maar die son skyn lekker.
We hiked all the way up this mountain in Franschhoek, South Africa, just to snowboard down it. But it all started this morning,
when we couldn't even see the mountains and started to get nervous. But we went anyways and started the hike running while channeling our inner David Goggins to get the boys motivated.
who's gonna carry the boats?
I eventually had to stop running because it was flippin' cold, Oz. But by that stage we'd already made it halfway and we decided to take a break next to this majestic view. I don't think I've ever used that word in my life.
Still got a long way to go, only about halfway now, but that's amazing.
And after some more walking, we came across our first sightings of snow, and I didn't even know this was possible in South Africa. I thought it was hot all the time.
And after hiking for literally half the day, we made it here.
And this view was so beautiful that I rewarded it by allowing it to watch me eat my garage pie.
But now, the whole reason for actually doing this hike in the first place.
The snowboarding. Oh, this was genuinely so fun, and it felt like nothing could go wrong, like nothing at all. Obviously until it was my turn and I decided to go head first for some reason. I hit a rock, face planted, and was out cold. So if you're wondering how I woke up, I just activated my South African superpowers and woke up from the blackout.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises. From artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative Sport Tourism.
Ons afspraak elke Vrydag aand, dit is 7:30 in die tonnel. Lekkerte van in die tonnel is ons gesels met die sportman en die sportvroue wat op die sportveld opstap en opdraf. Praat met die afrigters, ons kundiges wat saamgesels, soos MW Welman van Megafoon Sport, Mike Potgieter, kundige op die rugbyfront. Dis lekker saamgesels. Ons hoor wat sê almal, wat kan die naweek gebeur? Is almal gesond en wie word gekies? Dit is Saterdag se aksie, Sondag se aksie, maar nie net internasionaal nie. Ons kyk ook wat in Namibië gebeur. Lekker saamgesels. Vrydag aande, ons gesels saam, 7:30 in die tonnel.
Today for Kaap Praat, we're heading up to the beautiful Northern Cape, specifically to the Springbok and Kaap area. If you've ever travelled through Namaqualand, you'll know that this part of the country has a very special character. It's the kind of place where the landscape is just as much a part of the experience as the destination itself. And that's exactly what we're exploring today. First up is the Kaap Country Hotel, situated in the historic mining town of Kaap. The hotel has become part of the accommodation and hospitality offering in this part of the Northern Cape, giving travellers a place to stay while exploring the Namaqualand region. So, to find out more about the hotel, its history and the people behind it, and what makes Kaap such an interesting stop for travellers, we're chatting to the manager of Kaap Country Hotel. Let's get into it. Today I'm here at the Kaap Country Hotel and I have Werner, the manager, with me. He's going to share a bit about this beautiful hotel in this rich town with all of its history with us. Werner, how are you today?
I won't have to complain. Because of complaining, the churches are empty and the prisons are full. That's my saying every day.
I definitely agree with you. So Werner, we are obviously here in one of your half-egg chairs in front of the beautiful rooms in this hotel. Can you tell us a bit more about what type of accommodation you guys offer here, how many people you can accommodate?
Well, in the hotel we've got 22 rooms. Right at the back of the hotel is 4 self-catering houses. And across the street is the lodge with 8 semi-self-catering rooms.
Sure.
So we can accommodate plus minus 76 people.
That's a lot of people to manage.
But it's lovely when there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I also think it creates kind of the sense of coming home instead of being in a hotel when you're that many people. Can you tell our viewers a bit more about your dining options that you guys offer here?
Mostly we offer a la carte menu. Every day we have 2 or 3 different chef choices, which is combos that you can choose from. Our signature dish is the lamb neck, best where you will ever find, and lamb curry. And then when we have group bookings and so on, conferences, we do buffet, which give a starter, a main course and a dessert. Also next level food.
Yeah, we've tasted some of the food that they offer here at the Kaap Country Hotel and it really is absolutely delicious. I know Carly cannot stop speaking about the lamb's neck that you guys have here. Werner, can you just tell us what would you say the biggest things are that would draw people or that should draw people to your hotel?
Well, firstly, our motto is we go above and beyond. So we go out of our way to make sure every guest have a next level experience. We intrigue our guests with everything. We've got a lot of history on the copper mining that was here in Kaap. Next to the hotel is a smokestack that was built in 1818.
Sure.
And a Cornish beam pump that was built in 1881 by Cornish people from Cornwall in England.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do a mine tour with the people and show them everything. They get to take pictures. There's a lot of walking routes all over around Kaap in Nababib, Kaap Nature Reserve, Concordia. So there's a lot of things to do. We have actually every year a mountain bike race here.
Okay.
When it's flower season, then you go every day to a different route on mountain bikes, which is quite popular. We are already fully booked for this year, so. Yeah.
So please don't try and book for this year's flower season. As you mentioned, when it is flower season, it is beautiful here. Could you tell our viewers a bit more just about when that is and when would be the ideal time to book if that was what you were here to see?
The flower season is in August and September. That's the peak times. I would say end of August, beginning of September.
Okay.
But then it's not only by us. We usually guide the people. It's like a bush telephone. We talk to each other to hear where's the best flowers.
Okay.
And then we direct the guests to go there. And yeah, as this side withers, we say no, that side is still next level to see. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys heard it here first, Werner. It was lovely speaking to you. If you want to see the flowers, come here, but not this year. Next year only because they are already fully booked. But definitely when you are driving through, or if you want just a short stay to feel a bit more relaxed, make sure you come to Kaap Country Hotel.
From the heart of the continent to its farthest horizons, Africa awakens with stories that shape our world. This is Africa Good Morning, your window into the pulse of a dynamic continent. I'm Ashwin Berry, here to deliver the latest news, sharp insights, and the vibrant spirit of Africa. Every weekday, we dive into the headlines, uncover untold stories, and spotlight the people driving change. Plus, stay ahead with daily weather forecasts and economic updates to navigate your week with confidence. With direct coverage from our correspondents on the ground, we bring you in-depth access to Africa's beating heart. Mondays, Mike Situla reports from Zambia.
Africa, good morning.
Tuesdays, Talent Gore covers Zimbabwe. Wednesdays, Rorisang Mokojwe brings Botswana's news. Dumela, Rorisang.
Thank you very much, Ashwin, for having me right here on Africa Good Morning. It is always a pleasure to be here with you all.
Thursdays, Ari Hogarth tackles South Africa.
Yes, very good morning, Ashwin and Aina. Yes, a good atmosphere.
And Fridays, we focus on Namibia's bold narratives. From thriving cities to rugged plains, our team is there, capturing the rhythm of a continent on the rise. Africa Good Morning is your essential start. News, weather, economics, and more.
And we're staying in the Northern Cape for our next stop. Mountain View Guesthouse and Villa is situated high above Springbok, overlooking the town and the surrounding landscape. The guesthouse has 13 individually decorated suites with gardens and views that really showcase the beauty of Namaqualand. And there's also Mountain View Villa, an exclusive use property with 3 ensuite bedrooms offering guests a more private getaway in Springbok. So, whether you're passing through the region, exploring Namaqualand, or simply looking for somewhere peaceful to switch off for a few days, Mountain View offers guests a home away from home experience right in the heart of Springbok. Let's hear more about the story behind the guest house, the hospitality industry in the Northern Cape, and what makes Springbok such a special destination.
Welcome back, everybody, and we are sitting here with the General Manager of Mountain View Guesthouse and Villa in Springbok. We are joined by Beraldine Basson. Thank you so much for having us.
It's always a pleasure having you guys
We
here.
can genuinely tell that it is a pleasure for you guys. Everyone here is so welcoming, your entire team from beginning to end. It's just smiles all around and a very homely feel that you guys have created here.
I'm so glad you guys feel at home here with us. And it is lovely having you guys here all day long and taking the tour with you, showing you everything, all the details.
Well, I hope that you guys appreciate it as much as we do. I mean, obviously the name Mountain View comes from the fact that we have unobstructed mountain views all around us, and it is absolutely stunning. But could you please give our viewers a bit of insight into Mountain View Guesthouse and Villa?
Okay. The Mountain View Guesthouse has 13 bedrooms.
Okay.
So, and each room has its own unique name with its own unique parking spot that's also named according to the room as well.
Okay.
All right. And then we do have king-size rooms, double rooms, twin rooms, family rooms, and 1 self-catering room.
Okay.
So, yeah, every guest need will be looked after. If you want a king room with 1 bedroom in for a child, like the 2 different types of family rooms that we do have is the one that has a sleeper couch in, and the other one has a small kind of bed.
Okay.
It almost looks like a bed, but it's a small bed.
Okay, like a mini
single,
bed.
like a
Yes.
mini,
Okay.
yeah, more a mini bed than a single bed.
Okay.
For a little child between the ages of 4 and 11.
Okay.
And then the Mountain View Villa is a self-catering house, and it includes 3 bedrooms, each one its own ensuite, and then this huge living room and kitchen space that we are sitting in at this moment. And it also has a hot tub, a nice braai area. And then at the guest house, we do have a swimming pool as well, which the villa guests can also use.
Okay,
yes.
great.
So they are more than welcome to walk around to the guest house and come and enjoy the
Yes, so it's
swimming pool.
not two separate
Yes,
facilities.
no, it's one.
It's just sort of the choice. Are you a bigger group? Then you would take the villa and do the self-catering thing,
Yes.
or you could stay at the guest house.
Yes, and then the guests at the villa, they are also more than welcome to have breakfast at the guest house. Yes.
Great. Well, the villa is absolutely stunning. And like you guys heard from Geraldine, there's a hot tub, there is a fireplace, the guest house has the swimming pool. I love the fact that each room is individually named. I do assume that you guys have recurring guests that might phone you up and say, okay, I would like the Daisy room again, or I would like the Copper room.
Yes,
so
most definitely.
It makes it very special. So next time you guys find yourselves in Springbok, do yourselves a favor, Mountain View Guest House and Villa, that's where you're booking yourself in. But we will be right back with more of the Tourismus Show.
Ons afspraak elke Vrydag aand, dit is 7:30 in die tonnel. Lekkerte van in die tonnel is ons gesels met die sportman en die sportvroue wat op die sportveld opstap en opdraf. Praat met die afrigters, ons kundiges wat saamgesels, soos MW Welman van Megafoon Sport, Mike Potgieter, kundige op die rugbyfront. Dis lekker saamgesels. Ons hoor wat sê almal, wat kan die naweek gebeur? Is almal gesond en wie word gekies? Dit is Saterdag se aksie, Sondag se aksie, maar nie net internasionaal nie. Ons kyk ook wat in Namibië gebeur. Lekker saamgesels. Vrydag aande, ons gesels saam, 7:30 in die tonnel.
And there you have it, 2 Northern Cape destinations, 2 different stories, but both showing us a little bit of the hospitality and character that makes Namaqualand so special. And a huge thank you to both of our guests for joining us on Kaap Praat. But for now, that's a wrap on today's group chat. We've covered some pretty big stories today, from the latest developments following the Langa shooting to Parliament's massive rebuilding project. And on the social buzz, we had everything from an alleged multi-million rand dating scam to snow, because apparently South Africa decided we weren't cold enough already. And of course, a big thank you to both of our Kaap Praat guests for taking us up to the Northern Cape and sharing their stories with us. Thank you for spending the first part of your day with me. But for now, that's me, and I'll see you tomorrow.